In this section, we're going to cover advanced wait steps. We've already talked about using wait steps in the flow of automated workflows. However, in this part, we'll be covering the advanced uses of timer-activated campaigns and also wait steps. First thing is we're going to find our advanced program. We're going to create an advanced schedule this time. So what we're going to do at this point in time is we're going to go to the smart list, and rather than running at a scheduled time, we're actually going to set this up to run at a particular date and time. So the way we do this is we go to the flow and we're going to put an advanced wait step. And the wait step is created by clicking the little gear icon here. Now you'll note we've already created a campaign level token for the event date. And what we're going to do in terms of the type is we're going to select a date token. Now this will bring up the tokens and then we'll find the one we created, the event date. So now if I left it like this, it would wait to the actual day of the event and then continue. That's not what we want. We actually want to send it the week before. So we select minus and we select 7. And we can also set the time. So let's say we want this to run at 9 a.m. and then we'll click save. So as you can see, when we run this campaign, so we could schedule it to run now, but what it will do is it will not run these flow steps until 7 days before the event date we set at 9 a.m. So it would actually run this particular step and then it would wait. It would wait till just before the event date and then it would run and then would continue as usual. So that's one way to schedule at a particular time and day in a flexible way. We could do absolutely the same in the schedule, so we could set the actual time and date that we wanted. The problem with that is that when we clone it, that date will be exactly the same, and most likely that will be the wrong date for the campaign we want. Whereas if we put it this way, then we only need to change the date in one place, and it will base everything on that particular event date. Now you can get quite sophisticated in terms of what you can do in flows. So for example, in this particular smart list, what we're doing is we're waiting till that particular event date, 7 days before, and we're sending the email. And then we're waiting 5 minutes and then sending this. But let's say we then wanted to wait till 2 days after the event. We could do exactly the same thing. We could say we want a date token. We select the one we've created, and we could say plus 2 days, which is 2 days after the event at 9 a.m. We could run perhaps another email for sending some kind of thank you email. So it's very flexible in terms of all the steps we can do. If we just set the actual date in the schedule, the first email will go at the right time, but then we'd have to actually select the dates. Right? We couldn't say a relative date, such as 2 days before. We would have to actually set a date and time. And when you clone it, that date and time will be wrong. So you could have 4 or 5 different places you use a date and time, which are all relative to the event date. This is an easier way to do it because you only then need to change the event date and everything else will be structured around that event date. So a very useful use of campaign tokens for advanced wait steps.